Hi guys, it's me, Julie. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy May 4th. May the 4th be with all of you, right? That's today? Okay. Hey guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm Julie. Hi. We normally do Pilates at this time, but I am working late. So I am unable to do my regular scheduled show. So I thought I would just log in quick and say hello. And okay, thanks. Love you too there. Bye, Power. Good afternoon where I am, but good morning to you if that's where you are. Alejandro, nice to see you as well. It's been forever, I feel like. Yes, good afternoon. So yeah, we're not doing Pilates today, but I do have some tips on your workouts, your pre and post workout stretches. Well, I'm Canadian, so I think most of us don't like Trump. He is, I don't know. There's some things about him I think that are, there's nothing about him that I like, but some of what he's doing I think is honest, because not many politicians don't have a bunch of guys in their pockets. So that's kind of a relief. But other than that, I think most Canadians are terrified of Trump. Yeah, so you guys keep doing you, America. Anyways, so yes, hi, I'm Julie. If you guys want to do me a favor and go ahead and share the broadcast by dragging your screen over to the right, drag up on Android. Oh my God, I feel reborn after I saw you. Oh, that's amazing. Did you do class yesterday with me? Fantastic feedback. Thank you. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and fire away. I got to keep it brief because I have children watching a 20-minute show while I do this. Well, I have no interest in running a country. I'm all for one world order, but I appreciate the sentiment. Anyways, okay, so how do you guys feel about pre and post workout stretching? Thanks, Alejandro. Do you guys do it? Do you know why you should be doing it? That kind of thing. You could be Secretary of Fitness. Ooh, zoom out and view. I like you. I like the way you think. Oh, Sarah, my pleasure. Normally we do Pilates, and because I've been MIA for 2 weeks, I didn't want to not do anything. So I thought we could just have a quick one-on-one. I always stop working out in less than a week. Oh, bonjour, Paris. Well, you know, habits take a few weeks to kick in. So I suggest to just do workouts that you really, really enjoy doing until it's a habit for you. And then your body will start to rely on that. And it won't feel like, ugh, I gotta work out. You should never feel, ugh, I gotta work out. Hello, Philippines. Hi from Canada. So my tip is to, let's say you really, really love doing Zumba. Sign up for a Zumba class for a whole month and try to get to as many Zumba classes in a month as you possibly can. And if you make it a habit to try to do it at the same time, all the time, that way your body will rely on it. Right now I'm actually in West Hawk. It's the neighboring lake to Falcon Lake where I'm in. So I have a really nice view up here actually. I'm on their top deck, so this is my office today. No carbs, no Zumba, lots of running equal success. I agree with most of that except the no carbs. I don't think you should ever cut out one entire food group. Carbs are essential to energy. That's how your body stores energy. Now, choosing the right carbs is what you should be doing. So complex carbs like quinoa and brown rice. I mean, even white rice is okay. I eat tons of white rice with no problems. Thank you, right? Not bad. Yeah, hopefully the trees will start to bloom, bud, and then bloom here soon. So yeah. But yeah, don't just cut out carbs. You need them, especially if you're running. I mean, I know that I can't run if I don't have carbs. But there's lots of ways you can get carbs. Sweet potatoes are a great one. If you're really not into sweet potatoes, white potato is a good alternative. It's not quite as starchy, I think, as regular potatoes. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, I wanted to see who here is who's good with their stretching before they work out and after they work out, and if you know why that's important. So basically, a warm-up stretch doesn't take long. Spend 2 to 3 minutes on it, and that's just to prepare your body for movement. So especially the older we get, unfortunately, you can't just spring into action like when you're a kid. And injuries take longer to heal the older you are. And when you're not ready to go, I guarantee that's what's going to happen. So take the time to do your warm-up stretching. And do the same thing at the end of your workout as well. It doesn't need to be 20 minutes of stretching. If that's what you feel you need to do, then by all means do it. But a post-workout stretch, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes is more than enough. And it's really just to cool yourself down. And the main reason I suggest people to do this is so that you can return that blood flow to your heart. It's all in the extremities. If you were lifting weights and doing legs, all that will be in the legs. All your blood flow will be in the legs or the arms. So you want to return it to your heart, bring your heart rate down, cool your body down. The best time, I don't even want to know what you were going to say after that. The best time to stretch is when you're nice and warm, because your muscles are so malleable. You never stretch. Lots of literature on little impact on stretching. 12-kilometer run, never stretch. Money machine, that's interesting. Everybody's different. That's interesting. That goes against everything I've been taught and what I know. I have heard of springing into action that really only works, I think, I don't speak French, sorry. If you've been doing that your whole life. There are theories that you will work the muscles harder if you don't stretch them, so you just jump into action. But in my experience and from some of the people that I see for clients, hi AJ, it's quite literally the opposite. I think your climate might depend a little bit on that too. If you're in a really humid climate, you probably don't have to worry about stretching quite as much. I don't know. Anyways, so it's it's not like you're going to die if you don't stretch, but it's a good idea to do it. So my suggestion is don't skip it. Hello there. So returning the blood flow to the heart and then preventing injuries. Now, if you're wanting to improve on your flexibility, it's true. I know a lot of prima ballerinas, people that have been dancing seriously in their whole lives, and because of all the stretching they do, they're the most graceful people. A lot of that comes from their training, but it's also because they're stretching, and because that's a big priority for them. So yeah, there's definitely something to it. Look at a yogi too. Is 22 too late to stretch? It's never too late to stretch. Of course not. Now, if you want to improve flexibility, that's a different conversation. If you're trying to improve, let's say you want to be able to bend over and touch your toes in a forward bend, and you can't do that now, well, just stretch every day. And you have to spend some time on stretching. So when it comes to improving your flexibility, that is. Oh, thanks for the share, AJ. So my suggestion is, if you're trying to improve that flexibility, pick a time of the day that you can stretch no matter what is going on in your life, so that at that time you're going to stretch the same time, because you have about a 24-hour window. Hello there, how are you, beautiful viewer? Stretching feels amazing. I love stretching. I think people that don't stretch are just crazy. You always feel so much better. But if you're trying to improve stretching, you have to do it every single day before that 24-hour window has closed up. So what your muscles do is they'll stretch, and then they kind of creep back to their previous resting state unless you stretch again. So you're just constantly pulling on those muscle fibers, and that's what's going to improve the flexibility. Can you skip a day and improve flexibility? Probably, depending how long you're stretching for, but the best results is to do it every day. So improving flexibility in a post-workout stretch or pre-workout stretch are a little bit different. So, it also applies to more than just your muscles. We're talking about some of the ligaments and the tendons as well. Not that they have tons of elasticity, they really have none. But it's also important for them to prepare for whatever it is that you're about to do. So you're back stretching on Instagram. Oh, thank you, AJ. Yeah, that was the back bend challenge I did, which was lots of fun. I actually tend to stay away from back bends because I have such a severe lordosis in my low back, and I thought that that would worsen it or agitate it, because I sometimes feel like sore there. So I thought that by doing back bends, it would make it worse. And it's actually the complete opposite. What it's doing is it's decompressing my spine because it's allowed to bend that way. So it had, it felt really great. And it's actually some of those back bends that I was doing was strengthening my low back as well, in a way that you just can't when you're just on the mat or lifting weights. So yeah, it was great. I thank you so much. I learned a lot and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm hoping that I'll get to host a stretching challenge one of these days when I brush up on some of my skills. So anyways, yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. Just sort of check in and say hi. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Fire away. That's what I'm here for. You know, and as someone mentioned, that they never stretch and they haven't had any injuries, so it definitely depends on yourself. But my humble opinion is to make sure you take the time to stretch. When is the next Pilates session? It will be tomorrow. I'm just working late today. Kids are in the house. I actually think I hear their footsteps. I'm also a nanny by day, so they're in the city for a May the 4th thing. So they're going to some Star Wars thing at the MJ Center. What's the best type of hit? Well, I mean, any type of hit really is good. It just depends on how you prefer to work out. So if you like to do lots of plyometric stuff like jumping lunges and skaters and stuff, that's what you should incorporate it. Personally, I like to incorporate body weight stuff as well as the plyometrics into my HIIT, because in my opinion, the idea of HIIT is to get a compacted workout in. So I want to incorporate a little bit of HIIT or weights into it. So, I mean, what type of HIIT? It depends what you're doing. Are you doing legs? Are you doing an upper body or a full body? Kind of depends. No problem, Muslim lawyer. How's the weather there? I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Does it look okay? It feels pretty nice. That's West Hawk Lake behind me. It's Falcon Lake's neighbor lake. It's about 10 minutes from where I live. Yes, it is. It really. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. I'm out in like a tank top thing here. So yeah, it's nice. My arm's not long enough to hold the phone far away from me. It's in landscape mode. AJ. Just kidding. Anywho. So yeah, I apologize that we're not doing Pilates today. Working late, working late at the lake. I can hear loons. I do have a selfie stick. I didn't bring it though. I didn't even think of it. I got a small crack on my phone from a selfie stick when I was on vacation in BC after the wine tour. Did not put the phone secure it properly into the selfie stick, and it fell. But yeah, everyone makes fun of my selfie stick, and I bring it on the boat and everyone's like, oh, this is awesome. We can get a group picture. I'm like, you guys all make fun of me, and now here everybody loves the selfie stick, so whatever. Yeah, it was the first big fall too, so it was rough. But anyways, okay guys, well I better go and see what those two turkeys downstairs are doing, make sure that they're not, ripping the house apart. I know, I'm sorry. Well, let's see some questions. Love to see a boat scope. Yeah, the problem with that is just it depends on the part of the lake that I'm in, because the network or my signal they're non-existent in some spots. It's like some spots on Falcon Lake is a complete dead zone, which is actually one of the nice parts about it. But definitely I would love, thanks AJ for letting him know that. I would definitely love to do that if I could. I've been doing some balancing stuff on the boat because it's hard to stabilize when you're rocking on the boat. anyways, so yeah, I'll definitely work it in when I can, but... Oh, thank you, yeah. The stretching one? All about stretching today. I ran 10 miles, so I had a good stretch afterwards. That's kind of what gave me the idea, the importance of stretching and taking care of your muscles. So, yeah, but definitely follow us on Snapchat. I know Mans has been, it's very peaceful. Yeah, I mean, the only people that are out here usually at this time of the year are still people that live here year-round. But we're pretty far from any major road or highway, so you don't hear a lot of traffic also, which is nice. And in the mornings you hear the loons. There's a loon that lives in the bay, a couple. Need some help with stretching, started running and I'm sore every time after it seems. Okay, Walter999, how far are you running, and are your shoes old or new? What kind of shoes are you running in? So give me those details and I will try to help you out. Things that, I mean, you should expect some aches and pains after a run, especially if you're running far and long. Hello. That is West Hawk Lake over there. And normally I'm in Falkman Lake. 5K and you're running an Asics. Oh, I love Asics. They are my favorite. Are they new, the shoes, or old? Because you should be switching out your shoes roughly every 3 months or 500 miles, whichever comes first. So depending how much running you're doing. So I suggest tracking your runs so that you have a pretty good idea, because that's usually what happens. That's kind of in the boonies. Definitely, we're bush people here. Hello, hello. They're old. Okay, so I would recommend that you go and get a new pair of shoes. If you can, get the exact same pair of shoes that you have, just make sure they're new. And then use a calendar or open a notepad in your phone. Rob, what's that? Neat smokes weed every day. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know where to go with this conversation. I have no problem with that, but it depends on how much you're smoking and for what reasons. But generally people experience pain after running because they're running on cement, or I run on the street a day, wonder about the angle of the street. Absolutely. So the streets are usually angled like this. So if you're running the same way every time, I would suggest switching up your route, because that would pull. Oh, thanks so much, Rob. It's nice to see you as well. Because that will pull on the kneecap, especially, and the ankles. So you want to try to run on either an incline or a flat surface without any kind of weird angles. So either run in the grass if you can, get into an indoor track, which make sure you're constantly switching directions, because again, you can get pulling to one side if you're favoring one direction. And I think usually gyms do that without you having to worry about it. It'll be like Mondays they run clockwise, Tuesdays will be counterclockwise, and so on and so forth. Sorry to cut you in between. Do you smoke? Do I smoke cigarettes? No, I do not. So other reasons why you get sore from runs is by tracking more miles, and again, depends on the surface that you're running on. So start with a new pair of runners and see how that goes. 5K, you know, it's so we shouldn't favor one direction because they've split up. Oh my gosh, AJ, that took me a minute to get. I'm like, One Direction. Oh, the band. I guess. Anyways, Omar wants to know how old I am. Guess how old I am, and if it's right, I'll tell you. It's always a fun game to see people try to guess my age. 21. AJ is a smart aleck. No, it's not 21. Higher. 19. Oh my gosh, that is flattering. 34. Lower than 34. One Direction. Yeah, that was pretty good, AJ. Quick. 28. Ah, close. I'm 29. I actually turned 30. AJ, you should know this. I turned 30 in November. That's why I'm running the full marathon this summer, because I decided I would run the full before I turned 30. So thank you. It's all the water I drink. Are you ready to rock? Go. What's Winnipeg's team? Go Blue Bombers. Okay. No, we don't twerk here. Turned 28 recently. Oh, well, happy belated birthday. So yeah, what else were we talking about? So yeah, well, get yourself a new pair of shoes. See if you can try running on a different road and let me know how that goes. Will you be doing I will be doing it for charity. A full seems like it is. I actually ran 10 miles today and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I can't believe I'm going to run 26.2 miles. Poor guy, he was just asking, yeah. Perfect age. Omar, this is not a dating website. Parlez-vous français. I can read it. I don't speak it very well though. How long does a full marathon should take if you've been training? And, well, it depends on you. It depends on your pace, but I'm aiming for just under 4 hours. I have to double check the charity. It's for spinal cord research, spinal cord injury research, and like stem cell research. Omar, I'm not single. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, well, I'm running 8.5 to 9.5 minute miles fairly consistently. So yeah, my dad was spinal cord injured, so it's a near and dear charity to my heart. Is it harmful if I do cardio with an empty stomach? Oh, Omar, thank you. No, it's not harmful. It depends on how long you want to run for. So what you're talking about is fasted cardio. And, there's a big divide on this topic right now in the fitness world. Personally, if you're doing cardio and you're doing it at a pace and you're hitting a target heart rate where you're going to burn fat, you don't need to do it on an empty stomach. I've tried fasted cardio. I don't know how people do it. I suppose people are doing it for a short period of time. So to me, I don't know. I'd rather go long distance and have food in my system. I do 5K in about 30 minutes. I'm an ex-smoker and 44 years old, so that's okay. That's excellent. A 5K in 30 minutes is a very good time. Eric does fasted cardio right here. It's tough, but yes, short period. Yeah. Oh my goodness, hard. See you later, guy. Why is hockey so popular in Canada? It sucks. I don't know, because it's cold. We have winters for many months out of the year. So I guess it's what else do? We play hockey. I mean, it's not bad. It's not I guess if I had to pick a favorite, like, winter sport like that, it would probably be hockey, but soccer's good too. Is it true you hate Americans? No, Canada doesn't hate America. We mostly fear you guys. Like, America is just so big and bossy. So, I was going to enter a 5K, but I saw last year's winner did it in 16. Oh, Welder, don't ever let that discourage you. I'm so sorry that you felt discouraged. You shouldn't. When it comes to running a race, it's between you and your own time. So don't be intimidated by the people that might be faster or slower or stronger or what have you. Just focus on getting across that line in the time you want to. Is it generally better from exercise than food? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that comment. Can't remember the science though. Something about, is running a mile in 10 minutes good? Yeah, Omar, that's actually a really good time. Absolutely. That's pretty I think that's roughly average, anywhere between 10 to 11 minutes, the average person. So, bye, Rob. Take care as well. It's nice seeing you. If you want to improve your running, you have to incorporate inclines, so running uphill and downhill, and that will help improve your minutes per mile. We do have a boat. Yeah, just a little one. We call it a pea shooter. I forget what type of boat it is. You started hitting the gym recently. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. I always am thrilled to hear when people are getting back into fitness and stuff. Hit the treadmill daily. Good. That's boring. Go outside for a run. It's so much better. Ugh, it's so much better running outside. That's just my opinion. Although I used to do a lot of running on the treadmill. Just make sure that you have your incline set to at least 1, I think they say 1.5 is best, just so that you're not hitting on a completely flat foot. Thanks for the advice. I will def try. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Running outside isn't as nice. Is that because of air quality, AJ? Yeah, it definitely depends where you live. I mean, out here, you can probably imagine we have lots of fresh air, so it's not a problem. Yeah. In Winnipeg, there's nice running paths through some older parts of the city I was lucky to run on. Should I continue to shoot for 30 minutes run? or go for more distance. Okay, this is my, hold on, just let me read some of these comments here. Sometimes I run at the gym on the treadmill because I can get my workout done faster. Totally. So just to touch on that, Joe, the benefit of running on a treadmill is it's going to force you to run at a particular pace. So unless you're turning it down. Okay, so that's one way to control your pace. Absolutely, AJ. Yeah, it'll start getting like that here. Or you could go early in the morning, just saying. In terms of improving your run times, this is what I would suggest you do. I would set up a schedule where you're running 1 mile farther every day for 4 days. So start at 3, then your next day you run for 4, then 5, and 3, 4, 5, and I guess 6 miles would be your longest. You like to run, shower, and sleep. Just saying. And repeat. So if you're trying to improve your running, you have to incorporate some hills. And those don't need to go longer than, I would say, 10-15 minutes, because it's going to tucker you out, which is what you want. You want your lungs to work hard. And you can only do that if you're doing it with inclines, unless you're sprinting. And I would incorporate sprinting and inclines together. Just do 2 birds, 1 stone instead of separate days. So I would have a couple of days where I just go, a short distance, like 3 or 4 miles. Oh, but I'm talking miles, not kilometers. That's a funny thing. I'm Canadian and I run in miles. I don't even know how many miles is in a kilometer, or kilometers are in a mile. What is it? 1.56 something or other? 1.6. Okay. So in terms of kilometers, yes, it's something like that. I would run, okay, so then you would do, say, like 3K, 4K, 5K, and then do a 6K. And then on your 5th day, do your hills. And do you time yourself when you go on your runs? Like, do you have an app for your phone, or a Garmin, or a TomTom, or a Fitbit, something that tracks your average pace? And so that at least you know if you're hitting the mark or not. And you'll find that some miles are faster than others. Perfect. Map My Run is a really great app. Nike Run is good too. I found it, I don't know, I didn't like the announcer. And I know that's a really weird... There's a few features on Nike Run that I didn't care for in the app. So I used to use Map My Run, and now I use Runkeeper. Map My Run and Runkeeper are very similar. Actually, another great app was Run Zombies Run. And that one's fun because it's like you're playing a game, and you run around, and throughout your run, you'll pick up things like bottles of water and stuff. Yeah, it's so good. And you can set it on so that zombies will chase you, and then you're forced to sprint. It's amazing. I highly recommend that one as well, just to switch it up. Yeah. Oh, Omar. Thanks, Omar. That's good because I wear them every day. It is very fun. So because every once in a while you need to just, you should be enjoying your runs. So give it a try. The Run Zombies Run app. But yeah, in terms of improving your run times, you have to incorporate long runs with short runs, and then some hill training and burst training. I've never been to London, but it's definitely on the list. Right, AJ? So yeah, find yourself. Oh, and if you don't have hills, you could definitely do stairs. Run with my dog. He tries to set pace. Some days kill me. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Germany. Hello from Canada. Yeah, I can see that. Running to music helps too. You can, I forget what the website was called. It was like something .fm, but it was, if you just Google music beats per minute, and what you can do is this one website showed up, and it'll show you any genre of music. So if you like to run, Spotify's done that. Oh, fantastic. That's great. Yeah. So what you can do is, so if you're running, okay, you run 5K in 30 minutes. So you're probably running about 10 minutes a mile. So you would want to look for beats per minute. I think that would be like 1 120 to 130 beats per minute, in that range. Anyways, this website will break it all down for you. So it'll say if your pace is this, then this is the beats per minute that you need. And it'll show you any genre of music. So if you like to run to rock, you can look at all the rock songs, rap or techno, whatever your genre of choice is. So, and that will help too, but only do that on your long runs. If you're doing your inclines, stairs, or hill training, you don't have to worry about your beats per minute because you lost connection. Oh, just Google music beats per minute running, and it should be one of the top websites. It had like ask.fm in it, I think. How many miles do you run a day? It depends on the day. So I'm logging any longer miles now. So 7 to 13, and then I'll up that over the next couple of weeks. I'll do probably only one 26.2 mile run before the full. The program that I'm following actually only has you running as far as a half marathon. And basically the idea is that the day of, you'll be prepared to do the full. So I would like to try the full before I do that though. 2 to 3 miles. You know what? For someone that's not training for anything, you're just doing it for the cardio, that's perfect. That's perfect. So, Istanbul, wow, hello, welcome. You need to step up your running. Well, I mean, if you want to. This will be my first full. I did a half marathon, and it was amazing. And when I finished it, I thought, okay, before I'm 30, I got to do a full. I'm well, thank you so much for asking, and how are you? So a lot of it is just to get through the training, to say that, okay, I could commit myself to doing that, raise some money for a good charity, and I enjoy running. So it's been fun, just, I don't know, training for it. Need to lose some body fat. I want to become lean and attractive girls. Well, I had seen your comment earlier. You had said that a healthy diet is important, and that's true. So running will definitely help you with that. Quinoa is key. I've been eating a lot of quinoa. And no late night snacking. Hello. Another thing I've been eating is actually, I haven't been having a lot of, it's true, Omar, put a profile pic and it will help a lot. I haven't been eating a lot of smoothies. Sweden, hello. A 6-pack. Okay, so then it's really going to come down to shedding some fat and watching what you eat. But, keep in mind, like, what you see when it comes to aesthetics, you have to know those people laid a very specific lifestyle. And I mean, when you put food in your mouth and then it goes into your belly, to a certain extent, I mean, your belly will distend a bit because there's food in there. So don't get too caught up on I must have a 6-pack. I watch everything I eat, but then I eat it. That's the issue. Me too, AJ. I do so much running that I don't worry about it. Yeah. If I want a poutine, I'm going to have a poutine. I'm just not going to have one every single day. And I really love poutine. Instagram. You can find Valens on Instagram. Just search for @myvalens. And any of the ambassadors that you see on our channel here, you can also find our personal profiles there. And I believe they're also on our website at myvalens.com. www. Poutine is the best. It actually is the best. I make the best poutine you'll probably ever have. So anybody that wants to come visit me here in Canada, we'll take you on the pea shooter of a boat we got, and I'll make a poutine. You don't know what poutine is. Okay, I'll tell you. French fries. Okay, so French fries, and then classic Canadian poutine, you would use mozzarella cheese, and you would use cheese curds, or you can shred it, and then you cover it, and by cover it, I mean smother it in gravy. It's so good. Cheese curds the best way. It's true. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm telling you, it is my inner fat child's favorite thing to eat. Yes. So, gravy. So, but, keep in mind, I'm not trying to lose weight. You're down in Winnipeg, Jilly Bean? Cool. What part of the city are you in? We don't have poutine in the UK. We have fish and chips. Omar, come to Canada. I'll feed you a poutine. AJ's on his way. Excellent. Is that a typical Canadian dish? It was created in Montreal, Canada, and I don't think it's like a staple in people's houses, but it's on a lot of menus in restaurants. Yeah, it's true. Oh, St. Boniface. Okay, cool. do you know Monique Lavoie? She does the Pilates. She trained me in Pilates. So if you can, you should go to her classes or get a private session with her. She's phenomenal. And she's in St. Boniface, but I think she's got a place downtown now. If you run, pretty much, I mean, it depends. Like, if you're a long distance runner, you can, what I'm basically saying is that you can pretty much eat anything and you don't have to worry about gaining weight. But if you're training, you should be watching what you eat just so that you're fueling your body. But the days that I have poutine, I'm not expecting to go for a run, or maybe I already did run, because poutine isn't very good sustainable energy. Yes. And I mean, life is too short to not eat a poutine once in a while. And I'm saying poutine, it could be cake if that's what you're into, or candy, or whatever your treat day is. So yeah. How many times should you run per week? Carrots. I love carrots. Carrots and hummus. Well, Welder, you're wanting to improve your running times, right? So I would be trying to run anywhere between 4 to 5 days a week. Set up a schedule. Welder, if you want, I can help you make up a schedule. If we can get in contact. Don't know how you can run 13 miles. I get stitches after 3. Stitches, okay. I know a lot of professionals, they run so many calories. Oh, I know, and they live on sugar, basically. I eat carrots and don't run. Problem solved. Perfect. Yeah, Welder, if you want, I can help you get set up on a running schedule. Definitely. If you want to message me on Valen's Facebook, or DM us on Instagram, so that that way I can just get communicating with you there. Is that okay, AJ? Or on the website? Then you'll be able to see in the dark. Yeah, he will sell those carrots. AJ, do you eat your carrots plain, or do you have them with like hummus or like guacamole or anything? Oh yeah, tweet me at JoyfullyJulie on Twitter. Perfect. Thanks, AJ. Excellent. Okay, yeah. And that goes for anybody else. If you want to get in on the running training, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. So I believe in 11 Omar, get a profile picture already, would ya? I need a face to the name, please. Okay, you guys. I hate to do it, but I do have to jet. I can hear the kids. It's supper time here. I better go feed them. So, I know. I've been enjoying this so much. Try steaming carrots with little maple syrup. Yes, actually, I do that all of the time. And sometimes I do even just with a little bit of butter. But hold up. Okay. Thank you. No problem, Welder. You bet. Kids will fall asleep hungry. It's okay. 2 little boys? I don't know. Okay, Omar, kids. Oh, no. I'm a nanny. That's why I'm actually at work right now. Hello. So, they're not my children. Put up a pic, definitely. That's the best part about being a nanny, is I get to enjoy kids and then give them back and go home to a clean house. Definitely. Thanks for joining, Trish. And thanks for the good conversation. You guys were amazing. Sorry that we're not doing Pilates, but we'll get back to it tomorrow. Okay? See you guys later. Right now, I don't foresee it, but I haven't been bit by that, like, have a baby bug. I have a dog brain, not baby brain right now. I just want a dog. That's all I want, is just give me a dog and I'll be happy. I need a running companion to keep the bears away from me. So, because we have black bears out here. And wolves. You don't want to ruin your night's party, I guess. Well, not yet, AJ. I want one. Oh, moon pie. Some days, yes. I forget what that comment was already. Oh, ruin my body. No, I don't think it would ruin it. That's definitely not the sole reason. I just don't have any interest in having children right now. I hope you don't get eaten by a bear or wolf. Well, right now is the time you have to worry, because the bears are waking up. The lake is open now. It's not frozen over, so the wolves are back in the bush. But that's when you have to worry about in the winter time. In the summer and the spring, you worry about the bears. And then Omar's back. Hi, Omar. In the summer, you worry about the bears, and then in the winter, you worry about the wolves. I don't see it. Pepper spray. Yeah, I do. I do need pepper spray. Or a dog. I mean, no, I need a dog. No pepper spray. No, I do need pepper spray or like bear mace or whatever. I don't know like how you even get your hands on that stuff. But yes, you're right. Anyways, okay. Thanks for the great chat, you guys. Omar, good luck with your profile photo. I look forward to seeing it tomorrow when I log on, okay? Welder, make sure you hit me up on Twitter there so that we can get you on a running schedule. Yes, I'm serious about Bears and Wolves and AJ. That's too bad. You're gonna worry about that and miss out on that? Okay. I'm sure someone else would take your place instead. Thanks, Jilly Bean. Take care. You should come out and visit anytime. Come to one of my classes. I do Pilates all summer long. So come in and have a class with me. Okay. Bye, you guys. Oh, Omar's back. I wonder if the profile picture worked. Hi, Omar. It's still not there. Definitely. Omar, we'll try again tomorrow. Okay. I know. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye. Arrivederci.